Yeah, Cody. Give me a hug first. Yeah, but you don't smell good. So.
I'm gonna go shower.
It's not the shower. You don't have nothing to smell good. You don't wear nothing. It smells.
Yeah.
This food is so good though. It's not bad at all. But this meat is not like the other one though. But I guess it's good.
But it's really cold though.
Let me warm it up.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I'll eat it. I'll eat it like that.
No, let me warm it up. If it minds, I'm warming it up because it's cold. Yeah, it's not fun to eat cold food. It was done at 5, so it's been a while. But I'm not gonna put it too hot, right? 2 minutes.
Yeah, I love this beef. It's good.
You can get that potato. I have more here. I gave you some more. I have more beef in the freezer too. Freezer now. In there. So. But I didn't find the goat thing.
Yeah?
It's coming tomorrow, but I'll get it next week. They don't hide it. You eating my food?
Good, that's enough. Not too hot.
Okay, yeah. 1 minute is fine, right?
Yeah.
Let me give you more. But this food is really good though.
Look at Mary. Mary, come out.
Ooh. Your mom said that she told your aunt she's not gonna go to John's, she's gonna leave John. But I said she can leave because she's not doing a good job anyway. Is it good? It's good? Let me save this here so I can put mine in here. I didn't answer you, but listen, me, I don't want you to, like, I can use the money. The money I have is mine and yours. It's fine. You don't have to be giving me money to. Josiah is going to give birth. Bata said, Bata has a lot of perfume. My mom told him to give Josiah one, but he said, nah, give him money to go buy perfume.
Perfume?
No, he's gonna go buy.
He can take mine. That nice one he likes.
Yeah, but he's gonna go buy one for himself.
Good day.
Mhm.
When I get, let me tell you, I can smell a job. Smell it.
That's good.
Wow. This is all yours?
No.
Is
I
mine?
want to do. Oh,
You want to do surgery?
I have too much rice. But it's gluten free though. It's better.
Kode, Comfort today did an exam. She got an A.
Yeah, you told me. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
I'm eating like a cow. Oh, this food is good, huh? Hmm? Your mom said she doesn't feel like eating. I said maybe she should eat a soup.
I think she has COVID.
She said no, she did it. It's negative.
Oh.
It's just a flu. But me, I don't know how to make asparagus.
You don't know how to make what?
The asparagus, whatever. I'm not eating all this rice, no. Mhm. Wow, but this meat is good. Mhm.
What happened to Clutch and Anna Ross?
Hmm? I don't know. I know that looks crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But he was saying he was in love, and all of a sudden, she even went to President Kim retreat. No, President Kim vacation with him. And it was right after they came back. Yeah. They went to many vacations together, remember?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow.
Mwalimu ndio huyo.
Mm-hmm.
Iko wapi nini? Ova leo Java walkie-talkie.
Halo,
Unanisikia?
sasa nakusikia. Siko
Nasema
nakusikia.
mambo.
Poa.
Ova iko wapi? Walkie-talkie.
Mwoni ilikulwa hadi ikaharibika.
Oh.
Alikula, so nikivaa mi nasikia ba watu hawanisikii.
Oh.
Need to get another one.
Kunitupa nayo.
Kwa busy nayo.
I know.
And ni Bryson hata anafanyanga tu nakuwa busy.
Anakuleta mbio.
Yaani ni kama order anakuwa sasa ndo anakuwa more msumbufu.
Yes, because anashikanisha 1 and 2. Sinika wewe ukimaliza college sasa unatafuta job ya Scrum Master and you get more money. Like the older you get, the wiser you become.
Unakuwa mjuaji.
Mimi hata mimi nimekuwa busy, sasa ndio nimenini. Sasa ndio nimefika sasa tu.
Ulirudi gym?
Nilirudi. Hiyo mchezo nimewaachia mimi ni coach. Lazima niende gym.
Bado niko hapa nilisema narudi January, sasa hata tuko February. Bado
sijarudi. Nilirudi gym. In fact niko very sore. This week nimeenda 3 times.
Man, yani mtu akistop ukianza unaanzanga 0. Just ndo maana niko like niende afu na imagine nirudi na umo afu Bryson man.
Alafu na nini ya Scrum unajua nilikuwa overwhelmed. So sasa na holidays nini zimeisha. So sasa
umetulia.
Sasa nimetulia. My sister aliingia shule. So sasa
anasema nini yeye?
My sister anafanya BA Business Administration. Yeah. Alikuwa
anafanya focus na product management or something like that.
Alikuwa
anafanya business administration. And then pia akiwa kwa shule na join my clubs product management. Unajua hizo product management ndo ziko na do. So pia sitako kama anafanya business administration. Anaweza focus, so like anaweza try find activities za shule zenye zinampea like kind of like some sort of experience with product management, and then
good to know.
Unajua watu wanafikirianga ati nursing, like I think every Kenyan mindset is into nursing, and they think that's the only thing that has money, which is not even as much money. It's like you just have to ni venye wako na hiyo opportunity ya kufanya like overtime, so they to get as much money as they want to, they really have to work more hours. But like for example, if you get a good role like Scrum, product management, you're making over 100,000.
Easy.
Without having to do 12 hours.
And I saw even some other jobs that are paying Scrum Masters 200K.
Yeah, they're paying them a lot of money. Because Scrum Master like managerial role. So they make good money. If you get a good company, they make good money.
Huko ndio tunataka kuelekea.
So kama sitaka nafanya business administration, and is that take kama hizo like project management, product management, just those things. Set up for success.
Sister yako pia anafanya nini? Business administration?
So University of Michigan. So sahi ako kwa clubs za product management. Anafanya marketing, like amejoin club enye yeye ndo anafanya marketing. So it's good for your sister to do that, so that akwe na ile like kitu ya kuandika kwa resume. And then she can start like applying for internships. So unajua pia majobs inataka like
ndio ameanza tu, alianza last week like ni
lakini he can start because my sister too is a freshman. And she's already in those clubs.
Good, nitamwambia.
It sets you up so that like maybe by the time anafika like sophomore, she can apply for internships hivyo, so that by the time anamaliza akwe like ready to apply for jobs.
Because
kuna a lot of like banks, companies zinapendanga like kuna kwanga na program ya graduates. Like if you're a new graduate, they hire you, they train you. Kuna kwanga na a lot of programs like those. So akijoin activities kwa shule and then akwe na some sort of good resume, that will set her up for success.
Aliniambia kitu kama hiyo mambo ya sijui kuandikwa sijui by sophomore atakuwa anafanya kazi bank down the street from shule. Nice. Sikukuwa najua hivyo, but najua alisema ata focus on marketing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes, tangu napenda marketing, lakini pia nilimwambia pia afanye like hizo product management, project management, all of them ziko tu under the same bucket.
Same bucket. That is awesome. Niliona pia Google wako na certification ya project management nini free.
Yeah, I also want to take it.
Yeah, project management inaka pia nini poa juu naona majob.
Scrum Master ni project manager, It's just that you're specific. You are specific agile project manager.
Agile, yeah.
Yeah, because it's project management.
Na zinalipa poa na nimeona maresume LinkedIn. In fact, nimeitwa job kuna job nilikuwa nimeitwa but ilikuwa ya project manager. Alafu
remote.
Hapana, hiyo sasa ndio ilini throw off, ilikuwa on site. So hata sikushinda niko reply.
Yeah, also like actually I want to take like hizo courses of project management.
Yeah.
Also that one is good, like so that you are exposed to other forms of project management.
And then nilikuwa najiambia nini Janice, hata kama sitapata job ya nini, hata kama sitapata job kama ya project management sahi, nataka ku really nita explain aje, nataka ku gather like certifications zile important ndio niko na hiyo knowledge, ndio certification pia build experience, because nilikuwa nafikiria kitu moja na nilisema hii sitakwambia kwa text, nitakwambia tukiongea. Niki-apply my job, wakienda kwa LinkedIn si wanaonanga Scrum Master certification ni ya 2023.
No, I know that's what you're thinking, but unajua, maybe you're thinking like that because you're thinking, oh, maybe you're not getting as much calls as you thought. Like professional jobs are actually the hardest jobs to get in any profession except nursing, because nursing, you just walk to an agent, you get a job. But all the others are like hard because they're like competitive, and then most companies wanakwanga na a lot of politics in that, like they post a job, but by the time it's time to hire, it's like 6 months down the line by the time they posted it. So they also like take time, right? So unaona kama your recruiter could reach out, amekwambia like just like a conversation in February, that means they're not as ready to hire as, like it's not urgent. They're in the process of looking, but it's not urgent, because if they can wait that long, that means it's not that urgent.
It's not that urgent.
I also see it in my company, like they start talking about hiring in October. By the time they're bringing in people, it's June the next year.
Oh.
So just don't worry about that. Professional world it's competitive, and also they just take their time.
Nilikuwa nafikiria shida ni mingi. Nikikwambia zile applications zote hata sidhani wewe uli apply job mingi kama mimi. Nime apply my job.
And also like this year is last year and this year has kind of been like slowing down kwa tech because of economy. A lot of, as you can see, like tech companies are laying off people and stuff like that. So they are kind of not hiring as much as they used to before.
Oh.
Because of the economy, but I'm sure it will come around.
Yeah.
Also that makes a difference.
Yeah. Now I think election pia, no?
Elections?
Yeah.
I don't know if maybe if they're thinking it will have an economic impact.
Yeah.
Maybe if that's what they're thinking, but mostly it's because of how the economy has been. Unajua banks ndo zinakuanga the most dangerous jobs to work. Sinaonanga banks, economy ikicheza, watu wanakuwa laid off.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Mimi unajua jani sijui hizi vitu na need watu kaa nyinyi kuniambia because
hata huko Kenya huko unaona like a lot of people when walikuwa wanakuwa fired ni people who work at a bank.
At a bank, yeah. Jobs za gava. Sikia Bryson vile ana turn up.
Nakwambia ni makelele huko.
Yeah.
Umetoka job umechoka man.
Mimi?
Sinasema tu nimechoka na kuja kupumzika.
Yeah.
Hata hakuna kupumzika.
Hakuna kupumzika ni kelele na bado walalangi.
Huyo alalangi, yani ni lazima yani hata siku hizi hata sijui kama analalanga or I just lay down cause lazima umshikilie the whole night. Like ukimwachilia ameamka, so you have to hold him the whole night. Nimechoka kulala na side moja, man. I am so tired.
Usijali, ulianza mapema utamaliza mapema.
Unadhani kuna kumaliza? Like
yeah, usijali, wana growing, they grow up. By the time uko 50 atakuwa 20, atakuwa na maisha yake, umwambie kanyaga huko root.
By the time inafika time yenye una rest, you are old and you're like you don't even want to sleep.
Yeah.
Now maybe unakuwa na mgongo or something.
Yeah.
Life is just short like that.
Yeah, life is just like
that. Hapa story ya kupumzika iliisha kitambo.
Yeah. Na so uliniambia huyu best yako, you remember your friend Aliza, by the way?
Ange,
yeah.
Aliza.
Oh yeah?
Mm-hmm.
How is she doing?
Ako poa. Kuonyesha. Ako poa. Yeye sasa ndo pregnancy ilimgainisha weight.
Oh yeah?
Tarudi gym.
Watu warudi gym, watu wakunywa shake.
Yeah, tutakuwa tunaenda na yeye, maybe itani motivate. Siku zenye naenda office, I think itakuwa easy ya kuenda. Cause nikitoka office, Bryson anakuanga kwa mamangu, so I can just go.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Baby boy,
yeah.
Anaitwa? Anaitwa Hazael.
Msijali, niko nyuma yenyu. Na kama.
Lakini haya tunakungojea, ataanza kula milkshake.
Ningojeni
badala ya formula ni milkshake.
Usijali, tutakuwa na Zoom calls at night when the babies don't sleep.
Lakini nickname ya Hazael ni Boba.
Boba, like Boba tea.
Yeah, it's actually Boba for Boba tea.
Oh yeah, mbona? Mnampeanga Boba tea?
No, Ange anapenda Boba tea.
Oh, Ange anapenda Boba tea. Nice.
Cool. So let's see, let's go through them. Wacha nikuchekeshe, uliniambia kitu nikakumbuka how stupid I was. When I came to America and I was interviewing for so after nimemaliza shule, so I started interviewing. Before nianze ku get the gist about how to interview, because of course nitoka Kenya nikiwa mdogo, sikuwa nimefanya any job interview, so I didn't know how it was going. So I was interviewing for a role ya chemical engineering. And then that company was literally 2 minutes from my house. And they called me. Unaona hivyo venye ulikuwa unasema ati you're going to tell them you use the product blah blah blah.
Ati?
Venye ulikuwa unasema ati hata utawaambia ati you use the insurance, like you're thinking like that's the catch. But they don't care if you use the product or not. You have to focus on what the role of the job is. Yeah, so you have to talk about like your experience as a Scrum Master in other places. Don't talk about like, oh, you've used this product, because like that's not like you're not interviewing for a product management role or anything associated with the product. You'll just be guiding the team. So that's why in that situation, this does not apply to you.
To you, yeah. So
make sure you're not saying things that are not part of your role. Yeah. So mimi wakanicall, HR wakanicall. Kwanza aliniuliza, why do you want this position? You know, when you said that, nikajikumbuka too, because I said, oh, because it's just 2 minutes from my house.
No. Alafu HR alikwambia?
I never got the call back.
No?
No, actually notice, like once I said that, the tone of the conversation changed and call end. So najua unaona kwanza those short calls, what they're doing at the moment, they're screening, right? Maybe akona 50 resumes, anataka narrow down to maybe 10, or maybe akona 10, anataka narrow down to maybe 5.
Yeah.
Before they can bring people in for an official interview. So what the 15-minute call is doing is they're screening the candidates.
Oh.
So you have to show your best foot forward. So anything that you say that is not related to the role will quickly, because now, it's tedious to go through those resumes. So they want to make their job easier. If they can quickly eliminate candidates, then it's good for them. So they're looking for that one mistake you do to eliminate candidates so that they're left with only strong people to interview.
Oh.
So that's why you make sure you're talking about Scrum. You're talking about your experience as a Scrum Master in other companies, focusing on what they have on their job description.
Yeah.
So that you do not set yourself up for
failure.
Because that's what they're doing. They're just screening candidates, and then that's why it's 15 minutes.
Oh, kwa hivyo hii yenye inakuja hii yenye tutafanya 12 itakuwa phone call.
It looks like it will be a phone call. Akukwambia kama itakuwa video or
no.
Most probably it will be a phone call.
Itakuwa phone call, yeah.
Yeah, so that's what Okay, so not after your job description and then we can talk about it.
Alafu, swali lingine nilikuwa nataka nikuulize. Hii position imeandikwa na hii job hata sikuipata LinkedIn. Watu wa LinkedIn.
Uliipata wapi?
Indeed.
Dice.
Indeed.
Oh, indeed.
Janice, I have applied I think I've done about 300 applications.
Umzika sasa, you'll eventually get something. I like your determination because the more you apply, the more chances you will get something. Now their salary range is not bad.
Na nili apply job ingine ya Scrum Master huku Travelers wakaidinae but wakakubali senior agile coach. I just thought it was so weird. Like nili apply Scrum Master ikadinaiwa but
wali get back to you kukwambia imekuwa denied.
Yeah.
Na pia sometimes unapata ni like, si unajua kwa company of course kuna different teams, different managers. So maybe different managers are looking for different things.
Looking for different things.
Yeah. Sometimes companies do this thing where they post, especially like this is a direct hire. They post a job for the sake of posting, but they already have someone who's a contractor inside the company that they're going to hire. That's what happens.
Oh.
Right? Like for example, nilikuwa nakuwa hired from contractor to being permanent. So they told me, you have to wait until we post the job. You have to wait until people apply because it's kind of like a rule to make sure that they're giving equal opportunities to everyone. But they already know they're going to hire me. So they're just wasting everyone's time who's gonna apply. So sometimes that's what happens.
Hiyo si poa lakini. Mbona wana waste watu time?
Yeah, they just do that for compliance. So,
yeah.
So what will you do? Practice and encourage. And then unaona hii ni agile coach, right? You're doing what a Scrum Master does. But when you're answering your questions, nakula mavitu. Say hi.
Bryson, what's up? Umekuwa mkubwa. Hey. Hapana, usinichape, ni salamu tu.
Ona venye ni mkubwa.
I know, he's so big.
Na tindo wako 9 months.
We. Hawezi ingia kwa kompyuta. Kaa mpole. Bryson. Hey, boys are boys. Energy mingi. Yeah.
Say hi, Arnold.
Tukikutana lazima ufanye sit-ups wewe. Sit-ups ka 50. Every 2 minutes.
Wewe hiyo haiwezi kushinda. Wambie wewe uko na abs.
Janice, job yako inakupelekaje?
Iko poa, is just that kuna manager ananiboingi man.
Yeah, uliniambia.
Yani anabo.
Amwezi plot mumu get fired.
Nilimreportingi mara moja, ilikuwa a big deal, nikaona sitawahi mreport tena.
Ikakuwa big deal aje, like ikakuwa big deal to you or to her?
To him.
Oh.
Alikuwa written. Unajua hata si mara kwanza anakuwa reported. Amewahi kuwa reported before. So they really take it very seriously. They gave him a last warning. So that's something.
Oh yeah. Okay, report tena.
And then I had to talk to like a lot of people, man. America hawachukuliangi anything become a joke.
Yeah, white folks, don't worry, I know. I work with them.
One wrong move, like one wrong thing you say to a white person can turn.
Yeah.
Kunanga mambo ati gossip for the sake of gossiping.
Yeah.
Gossip and before you know it, unaitwa na HR because they're like, you said this.
Yeah, wazungu wananga siri.
So make sure when you're answering your question, you're focusing more on you're focusing more on how you coached teams. Actually, my cake. Actually changed to number. So make sure una focus more on how you coached teams, right? When you're talking about your experience, talk about how you coach a team that was new to Agile, you know, how you coach teams to effectively run the Scrum ceremonies. So because they're looking for, I mean, it's a Scrum Master role, but seem like they want you to kind of be like, because Scrum Master is also a coach, honestly.
Yeah.
You're coaching the team to adapt the Agile principles. You come up unaona, what will you do? Practice and encourage Agile mindset and behaviors. Coach, inspire, and mentor teams on Agile principles, values, and practices while role modeling travelers' leadership behaviors. So, hapa sasa hapa tunaona it's like, kumbuka definition na Agile ni mindset. So you're coaching the team to adopt the mindset.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then also, like maybe I can tell, do you have a question? Like you can ask like, oh, how mature are these teams? And let me just tell you that, and then maybe you can think about how to say it in your own words.
Yeah.
When I ask you how mature your teams are in terms of Agile, I'm just trying to find out like how knowledgeable are they when it comes to Agile practices?
Yeah.
Because some teams have 0, some are maybe 20%, some are maybe 50. Maybe they do certain practices, but they don't do every practice.
Yeah.
So, Akizako, though do you have a question? You can just ask like, what's the maturity level for that team, for those teams when it comes to Agile? And remember, when you're talking, you focus more on how, like when you're talking about your experience, how you coached. You know, you can say maybe you worked with a team that was new to Agile. So you coached them into understanding the practices.
Yeah.
Yeah. You coach them into understanding the ceremonies.
Yeah, ceremonies.
Sasa tuone hapa kama tutaona kama kuna kitu specific. Alafu hapa independently lead the application of Agile practices for multiple teams. Practices may be Scrum or Kanban based. Unakumbuka tukisema Scrum na Kanban? What's the difference?
Ati?
Niambie difference ya. Unaona hapa inasema independently lead the application of Agile practices for multiple teams. Practices may be Scrum or Kanban based.
Yeah.
When I say Scrum or Kanban based, tell me the difference between these two.
So Scrum. So in Scrum, things in Scrum we work with increments, but in Kanban in Kanban we work using a Kanban board that features one side from incomplete to the other side as complete.
That's not the main difference. Tell me what's the main difference. What separates sprint from Scrum from Kanban?
In Scrum we use sprints.
And Kanban?
Nimesahau.
Yeah, you're right. Scrum is time boxed, right?
Yeah.
It's time boxed to sprints. Kanban, it don't use sprints. It just work off based on what is the highest priority work.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So Scrum is time boxed into sprints.
Yeah.
Kanban, they just work off what is highest priority.
Highest priority. Yeah.
Yeah. And then also other differences are like Kanban is like flexible. You know, Kanban is more fit for a team that has. Tell me like which teams are, if you're given a team and you're told recommend which method they should use.
Yeah.
So what team would you recommend to use Kanban?
What team would you use and recommend Kanban? I would recommend the teams that have projects that are not complex.
And there's something I'm looking for. Mostly Kanban is because also teams that have projects that are not complex, they can also use Scrum.
Oh.
But we also have teams that have projects that are complex that can also use Kanban. The main thing for Kanban team is teams that have high changing priorities.
Oh,
So using sprints will not work for them because unajua sprint, at the beginning of a sprint, you plan for the two weeks. So it can be 2 weeks, it can be 1 week. So that's like something you can ask. So like, how long are your sprints? Because different companies have different rules. Some have 4 weeks, some have 1, some have 2.
Yeah.
So that they just think that you have experience, right? Because you'll know that if you worked before.
Yeah.
So Kanban, teams that have high changing priorities, like for example, maybe on Monday, this is the priority, but then come Wednesday, they have a different priority. And which teams usually have high changing priorities? Mostly teams like support team.
Yeah.
Na nikisema support team, do you know what I mean?
By support team? No, nikumbushe.
Nikisema support team namaanisha zile teams zenye zina support like day-to-day activities of an application. Like for example, you're not able to log into your Chase account. Yeah. You call customer support, right?
Yeah.
And then they pass it on to a developer, right? Yeah. So that is support team. So Sunona kama those, they cannot plan because they don't know what will fail. So that's why they use Kanban.
Yeah.
And they have quickly changing priorities. I just want you to understand it so that akikuuliza at an interview, you're able to like understand what they are asking.
Yeah.
Because here they're looking for someone who can do Scrum or Kanban based. Actions often visualizing work, limiting work in progress, managing workflow, planning and guidance for daily stand-ups, sprint planning, short, mid, and long-range planning, backlog refinement, and retrospective meetings.
Mm-hmm.
So also, maybe wacha nikuulize. So maybe mini interviewer, wacha nilapa. Hapo pia hapa kuna partner with key stakeholders in backlog prioritization, identify opportunity to improve team level agile performance, utilize learning and best practices in furthering the effective use of agile practices, facilitate open communication, various levels of facilitate open communication among team members, build and leverage effective alliance across the teams, participate with circle leadership on PI planning activities, so they are safe. It's a safe organization. Pia also a question you can ask them.
Yeah.
Just so if they start talking about PI, you can ask them if they are a safe organization or they just borrow safe practices, because some organizations do PI planning but they're not safe.
Yeah. Nah.
Support agile team may also play a scrum role, managing flow of work, perform other duties as assigned. Cool. So I want to, okay, uko kwa interview anakuambia, so tell me about yourself, or tell me about like experiences that you had. So when you're talking about experiences, make sure you're touching on every single thing they've asked here. So from reading this, we know they want you to support teams that they have different level of maturity when it comes to Scrum. By that, they mean some are experienced, some are not. So when you're talking about yourself or giving your experience, you make sure you say you've led teams that had zero experience in Agile. Some had maybe 50%, and some were more mature, like maybe 80 to 90%.
Yeah.
And then hapa unaona pia wanasema somebody who will facilitate open communication among team members.
Yeah.
And promote positive team dynamics to ensure members collaborate and work effectively.
Hiyo ni point gani?
Okay, sasa ni point. Unaona hapo kwa what will you do, huku chini nasema facilitate open communication among team members.
Yeah.
Stakeholders and promote positive team dynamics to ensure members collaborate and work effectively. So think of something that you have been doing in your team that will help facilitate open communication. It can be things like, maybe you can say you usually have like team building activities.
Yeah.
That and then you make sure like you're saying why you have those team building activities is to foster good relationship between team members. And what does that do? That's in a help with your point copy. Because if team members like they have good relationship with each other, you can say you found for each to allow for open communication to be there, because like they become friendly and they work more together and collaborate effectively.
Yeah.
So think of things that you do to facilitate open communication. And then also you can talk about things that you do with your team to prepare for PI planning, and also things that you do during the PI planning and things that you do after the PI planning. Just make sure you're touching on every single thing here that they have. So nazisoma hivyo tu roughly, alafu sasa ndo uniambie about yourself. I want you to practice to say based on what is on here. So one thing that you should mention, maturity level of teams you have led.
Yeah.
Right? And then for those that were less mature, emphasize on how you coached them to adopting the agile mindset.
Yeah.
And then ingine hapa ni talk about various methods that the teams you've led. Like talk about teams you've led, teams that use Scrum and teams that use Kanban.
Yeah.
Just so they know you have the experience.
The experience, yeah.
And then partner with key stakeholders in backlog prioritization, as well as tracking and reporting metrics. Right? You can talk about how you work with, product owner to help them prioritize the backlog, and different metrics that you use to help the team and also to help the product owner when the product owner is talking to the stakeholders. So I want to write them down so that you know you need. Sleep, man. Alafu unaziandika?
Ngoja.
So it's like you're trying to answer each and every questions kwa hizi zenye wamesema what will you do.
So ya kwanza nimeandika, I coached different teams in adopting the agile mindset, values and principles. Am I going to say in this 15-minute phone call how I did it, or I'm just going to say that I coached different teams in adopting the agile mindset, values and principles?
Maybe atakuuliza, or tell me about like your experience in your previous roles, right? So you don't have to go into details. You can just mention like, oh, you coached teams. You just mention without saying how you did it, because it's just 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe utapata, maybe atakuuliza about, tell me about where you've worked and your experience. So think about, make sure you know, because not just time wenyewe unadanganya kwa resume, you might forget. So make sure you have it written down somewhere, or maybe you know it, like you've worked in this company and you know the timelines that you've written in your resume, right?
Yeah.
Maybe say from this year to this year, you've worked into this company. Say you have over 9 years experience as a Scrum Master or Agile coach, and then talk about, so, you know, it all depends with what watakuuliza, lakini mostly wanaulizanga, tell me about your experience, and then just high level, like what you did in your role.
Yeah.
So ukisema what you did, unazimention hizo, like coach teams, lakini at a very high level, but make sure you're touching on mostly what they're looking for. So kama hiyo unaweza sema you coached teams that had zero experience in Agile, but also you've worked with teams that have medium to high experience when it comes to Agile.
Yeah.
So, and then you can also say, you know, you help facilitate, you know, the Scrum events. You know, also, because also they're looking for someone with PI planning experience, right? So you can say you also like help your team, you prepare your team before PI planning, and also help facilitate breakout rooms during the PI planning events.
Yeah.
So basically you're just saying what you've been doing at a high level without going into details of what exactly they are.
Yeah. Even teams in adopting the agile mindset, values, and principles. Of course, teams that have not that had no experience to agile.
But also, so you coach teams that have zero experience in agile, but also you coached teams that had medium to high experience in agile to better improve on their agile practices. Because here they're looking for someone who has led like teams with all levels of maturity.
Oh, yeah. Now, can you Lisa, how did you coach them? Well, I taught them about I taught the teams about the importance of having an agile mindset.
Yeah, so you can say like maybe you train them on what agile is.
Yeah.
Talk to them about the importance and value that it provides, and encourage them to try the practices.
Yeah.
Yeah, even if they fail, because that's something that I said, and I realized the interviewer liked that point, because I can be, oh, I like that. I like that you are not afraid to fail. Like, because some teams don't want to try. So you say you first of all, you teach them about what those agile practices are.
Yeah.
And then you tell them the importance or value that those agile practices will bring to their team. Yeah. And then you encourage them to try adopting the practices and not to be afraid to fail until they perfect it.
Yeah. Until they perfect it. Any point one.
Tuende kwa point ingine ni and so encourage agile mindset and behaviors. So hapo tunaona tumeshashika hiyo point na kuna ile point ya different maturity level. So hapo umeandika you've coached teams with no experience and also those that had like some sort of medium experience, and you coach them into improving their agile practices. Umeandika hiyo? So you make sure that point umesema you've coached them agile mindset, and also you have also let the person who's asking you know that you've worked with teams with zero experience, and also worked with teams that have a lot of experience.
Yeah, hiyo nimeandika. So hii ya pili, independently lead the application of agile, ama ndio hiyo?
No, sasa point ingine yenye tunataka kufocus nayo hapa ni you've led teams that used both Scrum and Kanban. So what did you do in your role? So you led teams that used both Scrum and Kanban. Yeah. And then you helped facilitate Scrum events, right? And also you helped manage their project management board. So you can say you've helped manage the project management board that they are using, like Jira or ADO.
Software development board?
No, project management board. Like where they manage the stories. So you manage, because it's your duty to manage the board, right? So kwa hii point ya pili tunaona anasema independently lead the application of agile practices for multiple teams. Practice may be Scrum or Kanban. Actions, often visualizing work, limiting work in progress, managing workflow, planning, and guiding for daily standards. So for that point, we are saying you worked with teams that practice both, some teams practice Scrum and some practice Kanban. And then you want to talk about you helped facilitate Scrum events for teams that were using Scrum. And then also you want to say for teams that do not limiting work in progress, that is for teams that are using Kanban.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can talk about like you helped foster good practices even for teams that were using Kanban to help limit their work in progress. You also managed Scrum boards. Kama unaona kama hiyo like project management boards itaku confuse, unaweza sema you helped manage Scrum and Kanban boards. But nilikuwa nasema project management tool that is being used because different companies use different. So it can be Jira, it can be ADO. So I don't want to say specific, just because you don't know which one they are using.
Yeah.
And maybe they want someone who's, come for example, maybe I say, oh, we want someone who has experience with Riley. So ukisema Jira and ADO umeshaji block because maybe they're like, oh, we prefer someone who knows Riley.
Oh yeah, kweli.
So that's why I don't want you to mention specific tools unless they ask. So which tool? Okay, Kuliza. So which tool have you used before? So you can say Jira. You can say ADO. You can say Riley. But homework for yourself, like enter Google like those project management boards or tools, and then just do a quick read on them because they can ask you. So which project management board tools have you used? Maybe useme Jira. Na upate ni mtu anapenda kuongea sana niza kuuliza, oh, so I mean, what, like akuulize maybe a question about Jira. So it's good to kind of know the differences between the tools. Because nakumbuka kwa interview ingine niliulizangwa kama I've used Riley. Kasema yes. And then nikaulizwa, so tell me the difference between Jira and Riley. I didn't know.
Olafu ulisema?
I didn't know. I just said, I just guessed, but I'm sure it wasn't right because I didn't get the job.
Oh, kwa hivyo, wow. No, but siko nervous.
Siogope. So, hiyo ni point 2.
Yeah.
To ensure progress toward objectives.
So, nimeandika, I've led teams that have used Scrum and Kanban and helped facilitate Scrum and Kanban. I've also helped teams by facilitating.
Wait. Unasema you've helped facilitate what?
Goja, I've led teams.
Just be careful with the terms.
I've led teams that ngoja basi nimeandika kitu wrong. Nimeandika I've led teams that have used Scrum and Kanban. I've also helped teams by facilitating and managing their project management tools.
Yeah. So not kumbuka facilitating ni facilitate the Scrum events. And then because unasema you've also helped facilitate and manage, but you are not facilitating the project tool. You are facilitating the Scrum events. So you can say you've helped facilitate Scrum events and also manage project management tools. Yeah.
Manage. Anime change. I've led teams that used Scrum and Kanban and helped facilitate Scrum events. I've also helped teams manage their project management tools. Does that sound right?
And then also, and then again, you can say you also help team. You also help ensure. I mean, you don't help them to achieve their goals, but you help to ensure that the team is working towards their goals, their PI commitments or goals. So maybe also that's why you can bring in like, oh, so you know about PI planning, right? So you can say, because hapa kwa hii point wanasema ensure progress towards KPIs, towards objectives and commitments. So you can say you also help ensure that teams are working towards delivering their PI objectives by using metrics. So also bring in another point of, oh, you know what metrics are and you know when to use them, right?
Yeah. Able to reduce your point your metrics.
So you've helped ensure the teams are progressing towards their PI objectives by utilizing metrics.
The teams are progressing
towards their PI or PI and team objectives.
Yeah. I've also helped teams different teams progress towards their objectives by using different metrics.
And do you remember team metrics?
Yeah. Velocity.
Like for example, which metrics do we use to ensure that the team is working towards their sprint goal?
The burn down chart.
Yes. So none of those are things that you can say there, right?
Yeah.
Because none of wamesema wanataka mtu mwenye ensure the team is progressing towards the objective. So like you can say, like you use like burn down chart to make sure they're working towards the sprint goals.
I facilitated the daily stand-up and always brought up the burn down chart to show the team how they were doing towards the ongoing sprint.
Right. And what's the value of doing that?
The
value of doing that is if you realize so if maybe they are like veering off, like our close
kuonyesha kama wanafanya mistake warudi back on track.
Right.
I got you. I'm a little smart, as you can see, just a little.
A little, I'm a lot smart. Unajua, if you don't have experience, right? You've never done something and you're trying to BS that you've done it.
Yeah.
It takes some sort of skill to be able to do that. And I can see you because me, like when I didn't have experience, like it was really hard for me because nilikuwa naona hizo mambo za metrics zikikaa kama Greek.
Yeah. Zaida aliniambia kasi ingekuwa mtu mzuri, mimi ningekuwa mwizi mmoja mnoma sana.
Ningekuwa conman. Ningekuwa wale wa Nigeria wana sweet talk watu hadi unawapea bank account.
Yeah, shosho yangu aliibiwa 40 million Kenya na wa Nigeria.
Ati 40 million. Shosho yako alikuwa na 40 million.
Yeah, alikuwa na doa, alikufa. Yeah.
Sasa walimuiba nje 40 million ama alikuwa na bente?
Walikuwa tu wanamdanganya na yeye anaambiwa ananunuliwa gold. Tena alikuwa anakoniwa na watu wa US Bank.
Hao ni wa Nigeria.
Yes, nilikuwa nasema ni wa Nigeria. Zaidi aliniambia ningekuwa mwizi. Ni vile ninaweza nini?
Kuna wakon wote.
Yeah. Aya. Point ingine naziweka hapa WhatsApp.
And then partner with key stakeholders, that is Agile coach and team lead in backlog prioritization, as well as tracking and reporting metrics. So you can say
unasoma wapi? Nimeona partner with circle leadership on PI planning activities, organizing and no,
niko hapa kwa partner with key stakeholders.
Where is that?
Point number 1, 2, 3, 4. Point number 4, after ensuring progress towards objectives, KPIs, kuna partner with key stakeholders in backlog prioritization, as well as tracking and reporting metrics, providing visibility to the team and stakeholders, ensuring data-driven approach to decision making. Right? So sunaona data-driven approach, like ukitumia like burn-down chart, they're able to make like decisions to make sure that they are staying on track. If they see they're not delivering, they can discuss what's happening and make a decision to help improve the situation. So unaona partner with key stakeholders, that is Agile coach, team lead. So like whoever you can say you partner with product owner, with tech lead, to make sure that they have prioritized both business and technical priorities.
Yeah.
And then you also help present metrics to product owners so that they have data to be able to communicate with stakeholders about priority delivery using data-driven approach.
Yeah.
So you try to mention what they're looking for.
And tell me if I sound stupid. Naweza sema kama partner with tech lead during backlog refinement and product owner. Partner with tech lead and product owner during backlog refinement to ensure
kumbuka before backlog refinement unakuwa umewa meet to prepare them, right?
Kwa pre-refinement, right?
Yeah.
So partner,
I mean, it's not a ceremony, but you can just say you meet with them before refinement to make sure that they have prioritized backlog ready for refinement.
Ama tuseme partner with tech lead before refinement, sindio?
Yeah, tech lead and product owner.
Yeah. Partner with tech lead and product owner before refinement to ensure story points, right?
No.
Uh-huh.
Ingize mambo ya story points hapo, because remember story points inakuwa assigned na development team.
Uh-huh.
The reason is to make sure they have a list of prioritized backlog that are ready for refinement.
Oh, okay. To ensure
they have a list of prioritized business and technical items for backlog refinement.
To ensure they have a list of items.
Prioritized technical and business. And remember to say it's both the tech lead and product owner.
Yeah. Partner with tech lead and product owner before refinement to ensure they have a list of items ready for backlog refinement.
Yeah. Yani sijui mapolisi wanakimbizana hapa nini?
Aukai downtown Chicago, uka na hour away, right?
Yeah, nakaa in the suburbs.
Like suburbs.
Kwani kuna suburbs gani ingine?
Si,
Ukisema suburbs, what do you mean?
Suburbs, like, I mean, like completely suburbs.
Najua watu wanadhaningi, like ukiambia mtu Chicago wanadhani man is the most unsafe place.
Yeah.
Yes, to be exaggerating.
Sio kubaya hivyo, si mimi najua.
Chicago is really nice actually, better than Boston.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Nishakuja Chicago once, 2014.
Really? Umekuja Chicago?
2014.
Ulienda wapi?
2014. Ilikuwa tukupitia, tulienda downtown and then kutoka downtown tukaingia basi ikatupeleka airport. Kutoka airport tukaenda St. Louis. Nilikuwa
so hata huko explore.
Hata siku explore.
By the way, sister ya Zad anakuja huku. Ule wa Boston, sister anakuja huku Tuesday.
Anahama ama anakuja tu kutembea?
Anakuja kutembea.
Oh, nice.
And then next thing ni identify opportunities to improve team level agile performances. Focus teams on customer. So hii unaweza sema also you help like identify opportunities for improvement within a team. Especially during retros, or like by using retros.
Identify?
Yeah, ways to improve team level agile performance. And then, so nezasema you identify, identify opportunities to improve team level agile performance by utilizing feedback from retros.
By providing feedback.
By utilizing feedback from retros.
So hii yote ni akiniambia tell me about yourself, ninamwambia hizi zote.
Yeah, so you can just say quickly, very high level, like Juni 15 minutes. So like unamwambia, so first of all, remember to mention where you've worked, how long you've worked, right? So
Yeah.
and then you say your experience with Agile, for how long, and then you say during your time in Agile role, these are the things that I did for my team.
Yeah.
And then you mention these things. Evil. Remember, very high level talk, not slow, not too quick, but just good enough pace for them to hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
The ingine ni hapa kuna umeenda wapi? Point ingine ni facilitate open communication. And then you can also say like, oh, you helped your team, like you facilitate team building activities, and your reason your team building. I mean, you don't have, so you can say you facilitate team building activities to help foster better relationship within the team. And then
build and leverage effective alliances across other teams and the technical and business communities.
alafu pia unaweza sema you've helped facilitate PI planning activities. And then unaona so ukishapata your first step, and then sasa wako schedule for the real interview. So then we'll practice more. So as unaona kama hii Scrum is like a ceremony. It's not a ceremony, but it's a meeting for teams that practice safe.
Yeah.
So unasema you help facilitate PI planning activities, and then akiza kuuliza, have you done Scrum of Scrum? Yes, you've done Scrum of Scrum. So Scrum of Scrum is where like you meet with other like leadership people, and then unapata maybe ni just Scrum Masters and the team leads are in that meeting, and then you're providing update of what's going on in your team. Yeah, so you can say you've helped facilitate Scrum. Usually even Scrum ina facilitate yangwa na RTE. So nakumbuka release train engineer.
Yeah.
And sometimes
when you kick off call during PI, right?
No, Scrum is not a PI planning activity.
No, nasema RTE ni ule mwenye kick off call during PI, before PI ianze.
Yeah, so RTE ndo unapatanga like ako above Scrum Masters. So pia yeye ndo wana facilitate Scrum of Scrum, but they also give opportunities to Scrum Masters to facilitate it. So you can say, hey, you've facilitated Scrum of Scrum before. It's not hard.
Yeah.
I've done it before. Capital One was a completely safe company.
Yeah.
So that's where I got most of my experience from. Because these other companies don't have Scrum of Scrum.
Azina Capital One lakini ilikuwa nini? Hata huko niliapply. Nilienda in fact kwa website yao, nilienda mpaka nikawatafuta.
But I think squeezy Capital One may change like Scrum Master. I think they have Project Manager.
Hiyo ndio position niliapply.
Project Manager?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think wametoa hiyo Scrum Master. Now they said that they have their teams have become mature. in Scrum. So instead of Scrum Masters, they're hiring project managers. But honestly, you're doing the same thing. Because they're an agile company, it's good if you're a project manager, but an agile project manager.
Mm.
Yeah, but then ukipata hiyo class ya free ya project management unitumie pia. I want to do them.
Kwa Google.
Yeah, Google.
Yeah, we'll send ya. Don't worry.
And then so kuna what else? Demonstrate ability to lead.
Umesema, I have also facilitated a Scrum of Scrums, right?
Right. Pia you facilitate PI planning activities. You facilitate and prepare the team. You help because you're not facilitating the entire PI. So acha niseme two exact thing, don't confuse useme the wrong thing. Because you're not facilitating unless kama kwa companies zenye sio safe kama zetu zenye wewe ndo una facilitate. So you can say you help facilitate PI planning activities and also prepare the team before PI planning.
Eburudia ati facilitated?
You help facilitate PI planning activities and also prepare the team before PI planning kickoff. Because before PI planning, you have to work with the product owner to make sure they're ready for the PI.
I've also facilitated Scrums and also PI planning activities, right?
Right.
PI planning activities and
also prepare the team before PI planning kickoff. Or maybe you can say, specific, just say work with the product owner to make sure the team is ready for PI planning.
Any insurance company. Ilikuwa tu ile kitu sasa tu itaniheal ni kitu isikuwe remote. Atakuwa amenikilia vibe yangu yote.
Kwani hawako kuambia kama si remote?
Unajua inasema nini kwa nini inasema hybrid/remote?
Oh, looks like they are open maybe if you're within the city you can go, if you're not you can stay remote.
Oh yeah. I hope
you can make it strictly hybrid maybe wangeandika.
Yeah.
But hizi companies I think kama unaona kama kuna watu job yetu wako other cities and they're 100% remote na ni employees.
What do you mean by that?
What do I mean by what? Like nikisema employees?
No. Ati kuna watu wako other cities na wako completely remote. Nimekuget because
like even though wanasema hybrid, but those people who are outside the city they're remote 100%.
Oh.
Na ni employees. Like nikisema employees ni permanent employee.
Oh, so like contract to anything.
See contractors. Like ukianza kuwork kwa corporate, utarealize like venye employees na contractors wanatreatiwa different.
Oh yeah? Like nani utreatiwa better employees?
Yeah, because it's like their own it's like the company's responsibility to take care of employees, and then contractors they leave it up to the agency that brought you in.
Oh. But company wanaweza kuhire kama Capital One ulikuwa contract first.
Sikuwa hired kama permanent employee, nilikuanga tu contractor and then nikatoka. Yeah, usually they can hire you like usually ukipata yenye side like kama ukianza na agency, you can stay and then be hired if they have open positions. If not, lakini pia sometimes you can be hired direct. Juu kama hii yako kama ni inaitwaje? Ni
Ni HR job.
Ni HR job, it can be like a direct hire role. Pia huko kwenu kuna bank ingine inaitwa Citizens Bank. You can look into it and apply if they have open position.
And if they have a Scrum Master position?
Yeah, they usually do.
Ona nini bank, si ndio? Nili apply huku US Bank pia walini deny. Hizi job zote mbili zenye umekuwa nazo zote uliget through recruiter? Hakuna yenye uli apply?
Yeah, the recruiter tu alinicall. Akaniuliza, oh, they have a role, if I'm interested, nikasema yes, and then they submitted my resume.
Oh yeah. I've already done that. Niko na recruiter ka 4 wako na resume yangu. Job najua ndapata because zile resume yangu sijui kila job nikiingia inaniambia it looks like you already have an application here.
Company zote ziko na application yako.
Nimeapply job mob.
That's funny. Hata labda usha apply Northern Trust.
It looks like Janice kudanganyi. Applications last time nili count they were more than 200. Na hata vile mliniambia ni stop like a week maybe 2 weeks ago, bado nimeapply zingine. Hata leo nimeapply zingine nikidrive.
Nilijua tu wewe huwezi stop. Juu wewe ni kama like you don't stop until you get what you want.
Yep. Exactly. Yeah. Nimeapply hata beginner, juniors. Nilipata nini zingine za DICE like 15 new open positions za companies zenye zinatafuta junior Scrum Masters, zero experience. Pia hizo nimeapply. So nikipata hii job moja ndakuwa na job moja, na alafu nipate ingine kama ya junior Scrum Master nikuwe na job 2, na fanya hapa moja na nafanya hapa ingine.
Na bado uko na shop.
Na bado niko na shop. Call me crazy. Call me crazy. Lakini nikianza hizi job nda delegate.
Una hire mtu wa shop.
Niko na hires already. Niko na hires already. Ile kitu ndafanya tu wawili wakuwe full time.
It's nice. It's nice actually to have like multiple stream of incomes. Niliona akisema you need 10 streams of income.
Yeah. So hiyo ndio mpango yangu. Nikuwa na job 2 na bado nikaa sina kitu. Tukiendelea kuhustle tukifanya vitu zingine. By the time
you use like najua like some people don't like the 9 to 5, but you kinda like I also don't like it, but you if you get like a good one, like naona kama like if it's remote, it's not like too much. You can use it to get money to invest into other things.
Ngoja nikwambie kitu Janice. Si uko na nini? Si uko na properties Kenya umejenga na hii nini yako ya 95? Si ndio?
Yeah.
Let me tell you, and I'm telling you from an entrepreneur's perspective, okay? Like tuna nini 6 figures at the club, like si ati nina apply ati because na need pesa ati hivyo, but mimi nikijua kuna sijui sasa ni the Kikuyu in me, but nikijua kuna opportunity mahali ninaweza tengeneza 6 figures na naweza itengeneza remotely na nisiende towards it ati because natengeneza 6 figures already, hiyo ni kutokuwa humble. Unakuwa tu humble, okay? Unakuwa humble. Ndio maana juzi nilikuwa na Juzi nilikuwa naongea na watu wengine shop, okay? Mtu amekuja hapo, kwanza hawa watu wa Cameroon wanakujanga na maglasses za Gucci, kuna light uko ndani ya Nutrition Club. Like, why do you need umekuja umeringa yani na unapeleka Uber. Unaona msee amekuja na ringa, ameringa na kwa unaona umsee yani like like a lot of people, na the reason pia a lot of people are wako successful, number one I think ni work ethic, na number two ni ego. Yeah, hakuna point, hakuna nini hivyo tu, like una need kabla ufike mahali unataka kufika, lazima uko na vitu zenye zinakuback up. Hata mimi Janice niliuba for so long, nilikuwa na Uber like 3 days straight, and then wananiambianga my wife, my mom wananiambianga mimi nikidecide ninafanya kitu, mimi huenda to the extreme. Unaona iki atu ni so comfortable. Zaidi alinibaia, it's so comfortable, ni ya Nike. Sasa alinibaia, nilikuwa nataka pia car 10 at different colors. Like kitu yoyote, mimi nikidecide nafanya kitu, naendaga to the extreme. Yeah.
So you better stick to doing good things.
Yeah. Kitu yoyote nikifanya ni extreme. So humility too, I think ndio missing nini na work ethic ni hivyo. Humility.
Especially work ethic. Kwanza Africans have zero work ethic.
Humility.
Ukienda Afrika kufanyia job unezalia.
Humility na work ethic. Nimetumiwa hapa jobs. Scrum Master, you have 8 new opportunities in Chicago, Illinois. Yo.
Sasa utano hizo jobs kwanza.
Kuna hapa ya Dice.
The drive new inakwambia apply.
Yeah, 12. Yeah.
Kwanza napenda hizi za click to apply, you just click.
Mi kwanza vile tulimaliza hivi kusoma na wewe kaniambia nianze ku apply job, nilikuwa nazi apply zote. Iniambie easy apply, iniambie hard apply, iniambie very complicated apply, nina apply.
Ni kwanga nafanya hizo za easy apply.
Oh, Janice, zile job zenye mimi nakwambia nimefanya applications ka 300. Last niliongea count hivi emails, na zingine nilikuwa na delete hivi by mistake. Nikigo through zile zenye zinasema application submitted, zilikuwa 205.
Najua niko curious ule mwenye alikuwa anakuambia, lakini ndio alikuwa anakuambia ni hybrid, like wanaenda office, like kama ungesema ungekubali kama ufanye interview kama ingeenda aje?
Oh yeah, hiyo nini ilikuwa hybrid, nikaona hapa.
Yeah, but it's okay, just stick to what you're looking for. You're looking for remote.
Yeah. Stick to the remote part. Alafu huyo mama mwenye anani interview hiyo 13th, sitamuuliza mambo ya kukua remote mpaka mwisho. Interview ikienda tuanze kuisha, akiniambia na swali zingine nitamwambia just need
ama usimuulize mambo ya remote. Wewe muache tu kwanza hadi ufanye the actual interview. Because kama wameandika hybrid, iko wapi kwanza hiyo job?
Iko Connecticut ni
right, they know you are in Boston.
Yeah.
Labda akuulize mambo ya kurelocate, but just don't bring it up so that in case, because maybe wanaweza pata mtu mwenye ni, so that they don't have that in mind. Because unaona maybe wanaweza kuna interview different people and then kukwe na mwingine mwenye ako in that location.
Yeah.
And then one prefer, and then you like, just because you said, hey, like I'm really looking for remote, now they're like not focusing on what value you're bringing.
Oh yeah.
So show them first what value you're bringing. If they're interested in hiring you, just say, say like you can only do remote. Like just don't tell them first. Ni kama when you're talking about salary without them asking first, unless it's like, because sometimes they may, of course they will ask you, what are you looking for, compensation wise?
Yeah.
But it should not be like on the forefront, like it's just like the first interview and you're asking, unless they ask you, but
Yeah.
yes, it takes away from them focusing on the value. Like show them first what you can give them, so that even if you're remote or whatever, they will still bring you on.
Na nikuulize hata wakiuliza mambo ya compensation kwa application ukifanya, bado wanakuulizanga in person?
Yeah, because see, if they hire you, they will decide how much to pay you. So they'll ask you to see if it's within the range, right? So kama you unaona wameandika 102 to 168. So akikuuliza how much you want, say, you can say like, oh, between 160 to I'm useme 170.
Yeah.
But they're like, oh, we are giving 168. I'm also okay. I like to stay within what they're giving. So maybe you can say like 165.
Yeah.
And above.
Alright.
So that because sometimes unajua Americans, like sometimes hawakubembelezi, like maybe wewe umesema 180 na mwingine amesema maybe 100. They're like, okay, you want 180, you're good, but we can't give you that. So we'll go with 100.
We'll go with the one that has 100. Now,
yes, just keep your options open when you're talking to them, because remember, now all we are trying to do is get into the job first, right?
Yeah.
So kama umeona hapo range wameandika 102 to 165, just to 168, just say I'm looking for 165 and above, but I'm open to communication.
Yeah. I'm open to communication. I'm open for negotiation, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm looking for 168, but I'm open for negotiation.
165 and above.
165.
Don't say like 168 exactly, and then wameandika 165 and above.
Yeah. Perfect.
I think like we've touched on everything that is on here. Yeah. So just tell me quickly. If I tell you, hey Hannah, tell me about yourself.
So I'll say my name. I will say my name. My name is Arnold. I currently work at Herbalife. I've been there for I've been there for niseme 9 ama niseme 7, alafu niseme nilikuwa nafanya different role 2 years and then nika move to nika fill in a Scrum Master position 7 years, ama nisianze.
Remember, this is a 15-minute call.
Yeah.
You don't want to say that. Just say experience you've had in Agile. Oh, so that part here, I started a different role here. Truly, sema just in case akuuliza. So how did you get into Scrum?
Oh yeah.
In case akuuliza that question. But as for akuuliza that question, focus on the role. Don't volunteer unnecessary information that has nothing to do with the role. Yeah, don't volunteer it unless maybe akuuliza too. So I'm like, how did you get into Scrum?
Yeah.
Evo, but for now, focus on Scrum. So just say, hey, like, I'm Arnold. I've been a Scrum Master or in the Agile world for over 7 years, and during those years, this has been my duties. Evo, just stick on the role.
Yeah.
Don't start by saying, hey, by the way, I use your insurance.
So nasema, hey, my name is Arnold. I currently work at Herbalife. I've been a Scrum Master for the last 7 years. And I have helped in facilitating different Scrum events and bringing more value to the Agile world.
And remember to use numbers, right? So Sumesema, you've been a Scrum Master for over 7 years. That's Herbalife, and that's your present role. And then Sema, over the years, you've led. Remember to use numbers. So maybe you can say you've led over 6 different teams. Remember to use numbers. Go ahead. Start over. Stop interrupt.
Nasema You start from like from the beginning.
Yeah. So assume mimi ni interview akwambia, so hey Arnold, tell me a little bit about yourself.
So I'll say my name is Arnold, and I currently work at Herbalife. I've been Scrum Master for the last 7 years, and in the 7 years I have been able to work with 7 teams. I've done about 100 sprints. I've also facilitated different Scrum events, and then I've coached different teams in adopting the agile mindset. I've been able to help different teams adapt to agile mindsets, values and principles. I've also coached teams. I've coached different teams. Some teams had no experience. Some teams had medium to high experience, and I've been able to help them improve on the different agile practices. Okay, I've been able to teach different teams what agile really is, and the importance of these practices of using different using different agile methods. And then I've also been able to inspire and motivate them to try, and even if they fail, as long as they perfect it. Hi, Mama. And then nasema I've had teams that have used Scrum. I've also had other wacha niseme I've had teams that have used different agile different agile methodologies like Scrum and Kanban. I've also helped facilitate different Scrum events and manage these events using different project management tools. And then I've also helped ensure that the teams are working towards different goals, and I've also helped teams progress towards obtaining their objectives by using different Scrum metrics, like the burn down chart in every daily stand-up meeting, to be able to bring the team back in case they were going away from the sprint goal. I've been able to partner with the different tech leads and product owners before refinement to ensure that they have a list of or to make sure they have a list of items ready for backlog refinement. I've been able to identify ways to improve performance by utilizing feedback, using different Scrum events like sprint retrospectives. What else? I've been able to help teams better their relationships by doing different things to build different skills and socializing within the team. I've also helped in facilitating Scrum events and help the team before PI planning and meeting the PI objectives. Yeah.
Right. Like umesema vizuri, lakini kuna a few, I guess it's choice of words, right? Kama unasema nimesikia nataka correct, nimesahau tena. It's something to do. But tell me what you have said with regards to project management tools. What have you said?
I've been able to I've been able to help facilitate different Scrum events, and I've helped teams manage their projects using different project management tools.
Manage their projects. Kuna kitu ulikuwa umesema, nilikuwa nataka correct but haujairudia. Nikikumbuka nitakwambia just for the future.
Yeah,
na pia umesema ati hapo mali ulikuwa unasema you help team improve using some meetings like retro. I mean, like just how you're saying it, right? So make sure to say, like, ukisema your point, like make sure you're confident and you're saying, you know, it's just the retrospective that provides you with the opportunity to get feedback. Because there's no other meeting that will help you get feedback is the retro. So make sure you're confident, because what you're trying to, the point you're trying to pass along here is, you know, how to get feedback from your team members in order to encourage team improvement.
Yeah.
So just avoid saying some, because they may ask you which other meeting, right? So you want to be confident that, you know, okay, it's only the retro where I can get feedback, right? And there are different retros, like there are also like different ways of getting feedback. So it's always through the retro, but it doesn't have to be like sprint retro. Like, for example, maybe you realize, okay, there's an issue with the team. You don't have to wait until the end of the sprint to figure this out. You can hold like an ad hoc retro meeting just to get feedback, right? So make sure they are aware that, you know, it's a retro that you use to get feedback. Yeah, but I know, like, you've just said it now.
Yeah.
You just studied it now. So if you go and like read through it.
Yeah. So after equal, what an schedule for another interview sasa.
Yeah. He sasa is your interview ni kama tu.
Nambona
to see whether they should go with interviewing you. Rather than schedule like, and maybe they don't want to just waste their time scheduling like real interview, and maybe you're not their fit already.
I see. Vile alini email first, nilimwambia kama tunaweza ifanya. Aliniuliza, is there a better time that works for you? Nikamwambia with the year beginning, with the year beginning, I have a busy schedule. Is there a chance, instead of because tunakutana 11:30, nikamwambia, can we meet at 2:30 or 3? Akaniambia thank you so much for requesting a time, but the schedule is my schedule is tight when I come back from whatever alisema, PTO, whatever. So try and book within the times that I gave you. Nikamwambia okay. like but nilikuwa nataka kumentionia ndio sione pia ati ni kama ninangoja tu waniandike. Nilikuwa nataka
available.
nilikuwa nataka pia
apply hard to get. That you play hard to get.
Asinione ati niko too desperate.
Nakumbuka like when we were younger, like hizo enzi za like mtu akikukatia like akikuuliza kama like you can go out, unasema no, you're busy like this weekend, and at that moment you're just at home doing nothing.
Yeah.
You just want to sound busy and like
yeah. Sasa huyo alikuwa mimi, nikamwambia situkutane 3:30 because niko busy nini, akaniambia ni ako busy hiyo siku ndio anarudi. So nijaribu tu kubook hiyo time yenyewe, hizo time zenye make up, nikamwambia okay, no problem.
Okay, good luck. So read that.
Yeah.
And then maybe we can meet again maybe next week too.
Yeah.
I'll type your time and then I can see how you're doing. I'll ask you, and then based on maybe if you want to meet right before, like maybe wacha tufanye hivi to meet tena next week, sometime next week. And then from that, then we can see if we need to meet again.
Yeah.
So that is just to practice for this 15 minutes call. And then sasa schedule interview, so that's when we'll have to actually meet.
Naona kama nitaies ile kitu, naona ni kama tu itani mess up ni akiniambia hiyo story ya going to the office.
Kama wameandika hybrid or remote, now first of all can encourage me, they're in a different location.
Yeah.
And they know you're in Boston. So that means they're not like strict about it, because if they cared that you have to be in the office and they see from your resume like you're in a different location, they would ask if you're willing to relocate. But they did not ask that.
Yeah.
Don't go ahead also and start asking, like don't let it interfere with them focusing on the value that you bring. So just interview, and then if they tell you, oh, are you willing to come to the office, say you're not willing to relocate.
Yeah.
Yeah, but for now, just focus on the interview first.
Yeah.
Because they're in a different location, they know you're in a different location, chances are they will not ask you to go to the office.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. So tutakutana next week, Sneo.
Yeah, I'll schedule something sometime next week.
The
schedule time yenye ni siku ya office. At least your time nitakuwa like nikienda kwa mamangu, at least napatanga like wananishikia Bryson, and then I get some time.
Yeah.
So maybe it will be Thursday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wacha vile sahi hapa umenipitisha juu. Hiyo siku akiniuliza maswali ya antena zitakuwa zote ziko up hivi. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess nitakuandikia maybe something like how to introduce yourself in 15 minutes. Something like that. Just so it's the same thing, but you'll just compare and see. I'll try to write it in my own words, and then you can think about them in your own words.
Perfect. Ukinini hivyo itakuwa awesome.
So why do you think you're a perfect fit for this role? Akikuuliza hivyo utasema because I use your insurance.
Because I use your insurance.
Nilisema because you're 2 minutes from my house. I mean.
What do you think?
Na nilidhani nasema kitu ya maana.
Ndasema I've already grown where I am, and I'm looking to bring in more value into the agile world. So I am going for a newer position. For a new position.
Yeah, that's a good answer.
Yeah. Hiyo nilisikia kutoka kwa ule dema nini conman mwingine wa Agile Nigeria YouTube.
Wa Nigeria wanajuanga mambo mob.
Yeah, niliambiwa mimi ningekuwa mwizi because naweza nini anything, naweza finesse anything. Huh?
Then una convince watu kujoin Herbalife.
We he.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other questions?
No, sina questions. Tukutane next week.
Okay.
Huyu sasa atakuacha uko tu hapo mpaka baba yake atoke job.
I try to, so like hivi takula supper, tuoge, we get ready for bed, and then tutakaa tuko kwa bed mpaka 4 ama 5 senye tu atarara.
4 hadi 5 asubuhi.
Unaona hivi like anapenda like unaona kilala hivi. Yaani ukimshika hivi, ukaa hivi anaweza lala hadi kesho. Dhubutu mweke kwa bed.
Wow.
Yaani nimechoka.
Unafaa kuget ile kiti ya kurecline hivi. Si unafaa kumpea nini? Melatonin.
Ndio alale.
Ama upatie CBD gummy moja.
Ndo tujipate jela alafu tujipate amechukuliwa.
CBD gummy.
Tupeleke ndio aende atestiwe.
CBD gummy moja. Alale kwanza nini 15 hours.
Kumbe ndo maana watu wanasemanga like watoto wakizaliwa like dynamics za home zina change.
Yeah, I know.
I just change. Yani hakuna free time.
Unakaa tu up to yani guy. Anyway, mimi silalangi nilalaka 6 hours but we.
You know 6 hours of undisturbed sleep is good.
Yeah.
But 10 hours of disturbed sleep is nothing.
It's nothing, yeah.
Like unaona hata ukiweza chukua 2 hours ulale vizuri hata 2 hours. Undistracted and you're comfortable is okay.
Yeah.
I can't remember the last time I slept comfortably.
Lakini itaisha. Si ana nini? Ana grow after 1 year, 2 years, 3 years.
Yeah, uzuri tu si kama dogi. Hopefully atakuwa mtoto like
ni hivyo, yeah.
Mzuri, si msumbufu cause unajua kids are a blessing but they can also be a nightmare. Like imagine wale watu wanazaa watoto wanakuwa wezi or something. It's just stress for the rest of your life.
Yeah. Dogi amelala leo mapema, alienda hii leo hata ongei nothing, kujanga anacheza ananiweka hiyo upside down. Nilimpeleka kwa vet, alidungwa shindano 2.
Amesema never again, let me sleep.
Ameenda amelala ya. Lakini siku hizi anasalimia mtu.
Unafaa uzipeleke wewe venye uko determined hivi. Ni kama ukiweza kuwa determined kuzitrain. Unaona zile dogs zinaendanga kuperformia watu, you can make it into one.
Oh yeah, anasalimia, anafanya hivi, anasalimia, anafanya hivi spin, ukimwambia play dead, ana play dead, anaenda hivi upside down, ana play dead.
That's cute.
Yeah. Yeah, ni mpoa. So Janice, wacha mimi nikuache unini? Mimi naenda kuoga alafu niende nilale.
Wow.
Kesho asubuhi.
Lucky you. Lucky you.
Yeah, sio mtume
muweke. I wish I could say the same. But ninaenda kuoga niende nilale.
Yeah, muweke kwa box. Muweke kwa box ya UPS mtume nenda kuchungia 1 week.
Wewe utamrudisha the next day.
Hapana, mimi niko
be like never mind.
Mimi niko na patience. Unajua ile patience tuko nayo na watu wote nimesaidia wako 400 pounds kila siku lazima niwapigie kelele waache kukula.
Unaona wengine wakikunywa soda for breakfast.
Yeah. Mina kuna mademo walikuwa wananiblock WhatsApp, wananiblock Instagram, wananiblock Facebook, alafu wanasahau kuniblock Snapchat. Na waona wamekula mkate asubuhi na masausage.
Umeona Cyprian ako pregnant?
Oh, Cyprian ako pregnant, hata sijui.
Hata ako karibu kuzaa.
Oh yeah? Wow. Watu wanalewa huko wanakula masausage. Mimi sikuwa najua Cyprian ako pregnant.
Niliona amepost Facebook.
Wow. Nafaa
nimemkumbuka juu umesema, nimekumbuka pia yeye alikuanga kwa Herbalife. Lakini alifanya tu kidogo akagiva.
Alifanya tu kidogo akachoka pia yeye. Hawa watu hawana mental toughness.
Yeah, hata bedwe nahitaji kuorder like fat burner. Nahitaji kuorder fat burner. In fact, by the way, cause mimi na cravingi my soda and stuff. I think maybe the solution ni mimi kununua hizo protein juice.
Ngoja nikwambie.
Ya kukunywa soda ni kunywe protein juice.
Ngoja ndio hiyo.
Actually, yeah. That's it. Cause I was like, oh my God, how am I gonna give up drinking juice?
Yeah, hizo majuice hizo ndio ndio zinafanya hii tumbo ikuwe yellow. So
Sitaki kukuonyesha sahi cause man.
Yeah, you don't need to show me. I see without seeing. Unajua vile
dada nitaambia nikiendelea hivyo kukula machapa usiku nitakuwa kama pikipiki. Cause I'm short. So I have no choice.